The Rabbit Who Counted Stars. In a quiet, peaceful meadow surrounded by tall, whispering grasses and gently swaying trees, there lived a small bunny named Remy. Remy had the softest white fur, ears that flopped to one side, and the biggest, most curious eyes in the whole forest. But Remy had a little problem, not a big one, just something that made bedtime difficult. No matter how much he tried, he couldn't fall asleep easily. Every night when the sky turned dark and the stars began to twinkle, all the animals of the meadow would yawn, stretch, and curl up in their cozy nests and burrows. But Remy would lie awake, blinking at the ceiling of his den, his mind full of questions. What do stars think about? Where does the moon go in the daytime? How do trees sleep? His mother would stroke his ears gently and hum lullabies. His siblings would fall asleep instantly, snoring softly beside him. But Remy's eyes would stay wide open, wondering and wandering. One particularly quiet night, when the air smelled like sweet flowers and the wind carried a gentle hush, Remy tiptoed out of the burrow. He hopped softly through the meadow until he reached a little hill, the highest place nearby. From there, he could see the entire sky, painted in velvet black and sprinkled with sparkling stars. Remy sat on the hill and looked up. He had never seen so many stars. They seemed alive, twinkling, dancing, glowing like tiny fireflies frozen in the sky. "I wonder if anyone's ever counted them," he whispered. So he tried. 1, 2, 3, 4. He counted slowly, gently, matching each number to the rhythm of his breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8. By the time he reached 30, a big yawn escaped his mouth. He smiled sleepily. Maybe this helps. The next night, he came back to the hill again. This time, he lay down on his back and began counting the stars once more. 1, 2, 3. The grass beneath him was soft and cool, the air was still, and the stars looked friendly tonight. By the time he counted to 50, he had dozed off under the sky, snuggled in the grass with a peaceful smile on his face. From that night on, Remy's little stargazing hill became his special sleeping place. Each night he would climb up, look at the sky, and count the stars, until sleep found him like a warm blanket. Soon the other animals started to notice. "Where is little Remy going every night?" asked a squirrel. "He climbs the hill and looks at the stars," said a robin. One curious hedgehog decided to follow Remy one night. She saw him lying on the hill, whispering numbers softly into the night. The next night, she joined him. "Can I count with you?" she asked. Remy nodded sleepily. "Of course. 1, 2, 3. Then a baby fox joined them, and then a sleepy deer, and soon the hill was filled with animals, all counting stars and breathing calmly under the moonlight. They named it Dream Hill. Every animal that had trouble sleeping knew they could go to Dream Hill. There, Remy would start the count, slow and steady. 1, 2, 3, and everyone would join in. 4, 5, 6, and slowly, one by one, they would fall asleep together, their dreams floating into the night like soft clouds. One day, an old owl who had watched Remy from afar flew down to meet him. "You've created something special," said the owl in a warm voice. "You've taught the forest how to fall asleep gently." Remy tilted his head. "I was just trying to sleep." "That's how magic often starts," replied the owl. "By solving the smallest problem with the kindest heart." Remy smiled. He didn't think he was special, but every night more animals gathered, and every night he would count the stars. 1, 2, 3. The numbers were soft and slow, like lullabies. 4, 5, 6. One night, a tiny mouse named Mimo arrived, eyes wide with worry. "I have loud dreams," she whispered. "They scare me." Remy gently patted the grass beside him. "Lie down, count with us. Dreams become quiet when you count stars." Mimo curled up beside him. 7, 8, 9, and by 10, she was fast asleep. The stars watched from above, silent and shining. The moon smiled gently, bathing the hill in a silver glow. Even the wind hushed, careful not to wake the sleepy gathering. Each night the routine was the same, and each night the forest grew quieter, softer, more peaceful. One evening, clouds covered the stars. No stars to count. The animals looked worried. Remy thought for a moment, then smiled. "Close your eyes," he said. They obeyed. "Now, imagine the stars," he whispered. "Close your eyes and see them inside. They're always there, even when you can't see them." So they counted invisible stars. 1, 2, 3, 3. It worked just as well. Because the stars were not only in the sky, they lived inside each dreamer's heart, waiting to be counted, waiting to glow. And so it went, night after night. Remy, the little bunny who once couldn't sleep, had become the gentle guide for everyone in the forest. He didn't have to tell them stories or sing songs. He only counted stars. And with every count, peace flowed like a river through the trees and the hills. 1, 2, 3, 3, until the whole forest slept.